Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I sure did. It was wonderful. I had some really nice dreams. Slept all through the night. Waking up so nice and refreshed. Had a great weekend. I was helping with with an organization that I have been involved with for probably 20 years, maybe longer. And I was serving as a supporter for everybody there. And during the course of my listening there, I realized that removing energy blocks, is key to all healing, to the releasing of all disease. Yeah. Mental and physical. The things which are seen and unseen are improved when you have the removal of blocks. Now, what is a block? Okay. Reminds me of Gumby in the back there. I'm going to have to get a couple blockheads so I can use those as analogies in the future. So, where's Gumby. Right there. Gumby. And Pokey. So they had some people there called blockheads, but I think they would work really well with this analogy. Now, a block is anything that keeps you from doing what you want to do. Anything that diverts from your self-determinism. Anything that disrupts flow. Okay. What's heart disease caused by? Blockage in the arteries. Blocks in the arteries. Okay. What is pain in your body caused by? Inflammation. It's a block in the pathway of energy and blood flow and nutrients. Causes pain. What about your inability to be able to move forward on a project? Caused by an emotional block. The fear of success. Because everybody knows that money is the root of all evil. Well, we learned earlier that that's not really true. That you have to have money to do good. Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. So blocks, emotional blocks, is what we talked about a lot this weekend. And in my practice, physical blocks are a big deal. When we work on somebody who has a lot of pain in their body, they have blocks all over the place. Constrictions, blood flow reductions, energy flow reductions, all of those things. And our work helps improve that. Our work helps make it better. Yeah. Because of the consciousness, attention, breath, and pressure that we apply to a person's body, it actually squeezes out the toxins and bends the bones so that the blood can flow better, begin to flow. And the body's immune system works and heals itself. It's very cool. When we're doing counseling, the thing that we are looking for there is the block. What is keeping them stuck? Why are they so upset? Why are they depressed all the time? Why do they remain in the Why do some people choose to remain in depression? I know, people are screaming at me right now. I'm depressed. I didn't choose to be depressed. Well, If we were to do some work and really challenge that idea, you'd find you have a block. You'd have an emotional block, something, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, that is keeping you in depression because you want to be there. So you're choosing to be there. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What happens, what makes it detrimental to you is when you get stuck there. See? When you want to get out, but you can't. You see? And now you have this other conflict coming on, and that just compounds the issue. But it's okay to be depressed. It's necessary. It's necessary to be depressed. After an incident, oh yeah, you go right down into depression, and it's perfectly fine. You know, it's an opportunity for you to take a look at your life, reevaluate things, see what other ways that you want to work through, and then you start moving back up. You know, going through all those stages of grief. This is important. Nothing wrong there. So when you get stuck, that's when it starts becoming a problem. And we know that it's when you're stuck there, and you can look at your environment and you can see, if you see these things in your environment right now while you're listening to this, you're stuck. There's something keeping you there. So you look around, and it's like, if you have a lot of clutter, if you have garbage that needs to be taken out, but you have it, and the lid is open, and it's overflowing. If you have a pile of dishes in your dishwasher and in your sink that has been there for days and has not been done. If you order out for food and pizza, and right now you look around your house and you see pizza boxes or food boxes and all that stuff lying around all over the place. If you have beer cans or wine bottles or liquor bottles and all about your place, except for you folks that had a really great party last night, haven't cleaned up yet. But you get my point. You know, if your car is always being broken down, if you're always having car problems, if you're having trouble at work, if you don't feel like working, if you're upset at work, if everybody at work sucks, you're stuck. You see? And this is an awareness. This is something that, you need to be aware of. So, when you want to move out, that's when the work comes. That's when you sit up and say, you know what? I don't want to live here anymore. It's time for me to move. Which means not move out of the house, but move to start cleaning up your house. Start throwing things away. Take out the trash. Mow your lawn. You see, do all those things to clean up your house. And that'll help you move through those blocks that you have. Those emotional blocks that you have. See, that'll help. The actions will help, but there's still inner work that you need to do in order to find out exactly what that block is and remove it. There's a couple techniques that we use. A very, very powerful one is BioTap that we do at Soma Veda. Soma Veda BioTap. It's essentially Gary Craig taught us how to use that. So he refined it for us, and that's what we use at our clinic. And what that does is it helps remove the emotional blocks. It helps reduce the. We'll say it a little more clinically here, but it reduces the electrical charge that is associated with that emotional block. Okay. And then there's another technique that I'm going to get refresher training on here shortly. I hope so. Is Dianetics. Dianetics. Look it up. Read the book. It's amazing. This technique, as far as I know, it's the only one that I know of that actually erases the block from the reactive mind, which operates underneath your awareness. Yeah. Really not erased. It's just moved from the or from the reactive mind into the analytical mind, where it can be processed as just memory. Okay, but Dianetics is the one that I know of. And there may be others, but this is the one that I know of that works and actually erases the block from the reactive mind, so it can be used as memory. Okay, instead of working underneath your awareness to keep you stuck where you are. Okay, so, but removing blocks is essential to all healing. When you think about it, bottom line up front, removing the blocks is essential to all healing. And we do that with the techniques that we talked about and nutrition. Nutrition is key. Some of the things you eat causes blocks. Some of the things you eat reduces blocks. Okay? But the important thing is to remove the blocks that keep you stuck. It's like a big old huge rock in the middle of the roadway that you have to get around. But there's a cliff on one side and a cliff on the other. The only way through it is through it. See? And we have tools to help you do that. Okay? So swirl that around in your noodle for a while. And please share, like, and subscribe. Love y'all. And until we meet again, I wish you well.